Alright, it is a great day for wrestling because we are wrestling with the news. And we'll get into all things WrestleDream later because that's our main event for tonight. Um, but something coming up is the Tuesday Night Wars. For whatever reason, AEW will be on a Tuesday night, preempted by whatever sport that is going to get the um, the TV the TV company more ratings than AEW is at this point. TNT, TBS, whatever. Um, it is indeed going up against NXT, which is probably having its best bout of ratings in the last 3 to 4 years, honestly. And what is AEW doing? Well, they're having Adam Copeland, Edge, the Rated R Superstar, on their show wrestling for the very first time against Luchasaurus. Um, Soraya, Soraya, don't call me Soraya, is wrestling Holy Shida, and for whatever reason, for the title, no build up, AEW Logic, yada yada. But NXT is loading up the card with John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Asuka, Paul Heyman, and The Undertaker. It's interesting that they're doing this now because if they did something like this back when the Wednesday Night Wars were a thing, I question if AEW would still be a thing today, and if black and gold would have gone away. It's definitely it definitely seems like NXT WWE wants to show AEW that when they're actually, trying, they can beat them. And that is the case most Saturdays when AEW goes up against the pay previews, the PLEs, I should say, of WWE. Um, they have their record low ratings for those nights. And it's even to the case for yesterday. Um, Collision was actually on an hour before the paid preview came on, um, which is going to be interesting to see how that helps with their ratings. It's definitely an interesting case. Obviously, Oscar is going to murder um, Roxanne Perez or whatever the hell her name is. Um, and why Paul Heyman is in the corner of Braun Breaker, I have no idea. Are they looking for a new Sami Zayn, a new Bloodline member, etc.? It's more or less just to draw interest into NXT. I personally know what show I'm probably going to watch on Tuesday. Would have been Ahsoka, but that wrapped up um, last week, I believe. So yeah. All right. In other news, WWE is signing younger AEW talent, which is kind of the WCW logic. WCW took all of WWE's bigger, older talent, while WWE took all of WCW's younger talent. Um, Case in point, The Undertaker, Stone Cold, Triple H, Mankind, um, just to name Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, just to name a few that became megastars for the company. Um, it does seem like if AEW doesn't start using these guys and girls to a better extent than they have, it's going they're going to be turned off by staying in the company because obviously, Edge just came back and he's going to get a push. Jay White is going for a title, for the main title. So, the guys and girls that are on the undercard, they'll probably question, when is my turn? When am I going to get something? How long do I have to wait? Do I have to wait until I'm in my 30s and 40s? Um, while WWE is saying, hey, we got room for you right now. We got a spot for you right now. Case in point, Jade Cargill. WWE made a big whoop-de-doo and a big fuss for her. Brian Pillman Jr. is coming sooner rather than later to the NXT brand, and we shall see what happens there. Dragon Lee only took a small stint in NXT. I believe he signed in at the beginning of the year, and now he's basically a main roster. He's on the main roster. So, I mean, when you have the talent, when you have the ability, and you're actually able to show it rather than sitting in catering, it's going to be better. I mean, when's the last time we seen Roosh on an AEW TV? Obviously, the brother of Dragon Lee. I think the last time he was in Mexico kidnapping his own stablemates for whatever reason and bringing the mafia on them? I don't know. It's an AEW logic storyline, I suppose. We shall see what happens with that telenovela on the rise. Um, and the last bit of news we have today is Eric is currently injured. Eric of the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar. It will be quite some time until he comes back. So they'll push an Ivar as a singles wrestler for the time being, which could be a good thing. I mean, it definitely worked out for Jey Uso, I would say. And I always felt like Eric and Ivar could make it on their own as singles wrestlers. They always had the ability. It just seems like they got stuck in this dumb Viking gimmick that I never necessarily liked. I always feel like, ugh. But you kind of forget that they are incredibly gifted wrestlers. So to see what they can do individually, especially Ivar, because he's still active, Eric is injured. Don't think it would be a bad thing. See, test this guy's metal, see if he could be pushed as a single star, and it might actually make the tag team seem more interesting to look at when they do have matches coming up. So we shall see. All right, that will do it for the news. And now a quick word from our sponsors.
Hey folks, this is the Colossal Mike Law, and you are listening to Wrestling with Entertainment. Enjoy the show, support these guys. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you at ringside.